This is the last one. This one is even more difficult. And you will be getting $100 wine opener. Yeah, anyone want to try this one? Yeah, okay. Good try, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Asian, yeah. Chinese, the red, the carpet. You mean the carpet, right? Yeah. And yeah, next to it. Mm-hmm. And the two, and the vase, and the plate. Almost right. But anyway, you will be getting the prize because I don't want to ask more questions. Tell you, the one on the left is the Japanese. You look at the crane, the design is more Japanese design. And the small table down there is Chinese. It's the very Chinese antique type of furniture. And I said it's difficult because on the vase and the plate on the right left hand side they are from Korea. Yeah, imagine they all use the crane motif. So I include this, as a quiz, and at the same time, I'm trying to explain to you the influence of this bird in the culture of, Asian, even down to Vietnam, not only in China, Japan or Korea. So let me get the small gift to the kid. Do you notice that even JAL used the crane as a design? And the stained glass window on my right-hand side I took this picture in a small inn in Hokkaido. So they have all this type of decorations, the right-hand side one and the left-hand side one, and there's a small, crane made with paper. Most of you have heard of the story of 1,000 paper cranes. The story, tells that a girl by the name of Sasaki, at the age of 11, she's suffering from leukemia, and her friends told her that if you can fold 1,000 cranes, then you will be recovering very soon. So she decided to do so. So the paper crane, the 1,000 paper crane can help to improve your health. It has become very common. Many people knows about that, and many people fold paper cranes nowadays. Even, someone talked about Mang Shang. I'm from Yee Hong. Even our seniors, they do it, once a week, they fold paper cranes, trying to get better health. There are many fables, myths, or stories about crane. And this one is the crane returns a favor. So an old man rescued a trapped crane, and then she came back as a pretty lady and joined the family and became the wife of that old man. They live happily together. It's always that case. And then she helps the family to produce to get some money by weaving beautiful cloth to repay for his kindness. So there are many this type of stories in Japan, in China. The wood carving, I took this picture also, is one of the items being sold in one of the hotels. And I used this picture because there is a Chinese saying that, if some of you know Chinese, is 飲水思源. It says that not to be forgetful of those who help to make the present possible for us. So I put this in because I want to remind all of you we have to, remember those people who helped to build up the Chinese community, as Justin and some of our speakers spoke before. So 13 of us went to this place. Why this place is important? And you notice I put the history there. The population, in around the 1920s, there were only 20, remember 20 cranes in Japan. But in an effort to save this species, people in this area start feeding the birds in winter when it was more difficult for them to find food. So by the 1980s, so they have 400 cranes, and nowadays we have 1,200. So that's how we are trying to preserve our nature, to keep to build up the harmonious relationship between ourselves and the nature. So this picture shows how they are feeding the cranes every day during winter time. Yeah, they have two ways. This one, they use something like a tractor to feed the cranes. So I got many of these pictures. The crane, this type of crane, they are, their height is more than, for a mature one, the height is more than 5 feet. So if they stand there, they are even taller than Justin's son. Nowadays, there are several areas, these 5 areas in Hokkaido, which you can, see these cranes. We have the very compassionate people looking after them, providing food during winter time. So cranes are often found in wetlands between East Asia and Russia. That's why, because nowadays we do not have, so much wetlands around in the world, not only in Asia. So some of these species are facing extinction. This is a little poem written by, I think, an American. I like the bottom part, stretch and flat, a regal span, dance romance on chopstick legs. By looking at the legs, just like 2 chopsticks. Elegant and awkward sometimes. So I took this picture, in very good sunlight, with a blue sky. The crane is a very important image in ancient Chinese culture, and countless scholars, poets, has written poems to praise the cranes, and there are thousands of cranes on the bank of Yangtze River. So cranes, this type of cranes, are not only in Japan, but also in China as well. China is also trying to preserve them. I like this line so much. If you know Chinese, the Chinese says, 晴空一學排雲上，便引詩情到碧霄. In English, I think that's a very typical English translation. It says a single crane shoots through clouds up to the boundless blue sky. Oh, with it, all my poetic sentiments soar as high. So remember, when you look at that, this is a poem. This line was written during Tang Dynasty. So many years ago, between 772 and 842. So some background information for you. Thinking back in the Chinese history, even during the imperial time, crane motifs were used on the roofs of the civil officials and even emperors. I like these 3 pictures so much. I took these 3 pictures during my trip. Nowadays, you might ask me, how you can take this type of pictures, because of modern technology. You have cameras which can take, 30 shots within 1 second. So I took these 3 pictures, showing, these 2 cranes together. They are very faithful to their partners. So that's why when you remember, you see a wedding picture earlier, people dressed in the pink motif dress, because for cranes, they only live with their mate for the whole life. One mate for the whole life. Oh, I like this picture so much because cranes can also, they can dance gracefully, leaping into the air. So I think I took this picture at the very right moment to see the crane, it looks like a ball bouncing up the sky, the next one. Running for takeoff and dancing with each other. You know, the reason behind dancing, of course, they want to get their mate. You see, this is a very unusual picture, especially on the right-hand side, a mating picture of the two cranes. So I try to, instead of taking some close-up pictures, I try to take some pictures showing the environment. So I took this picture at the lake front, near there, showing two cranes in their natural environment. I'm showing that this picture is that the top right picture, it was not taken by us. I downloaded this picture from the website. During the trip, all of us want to take a picture like this, showing the cranes breathing with air coming out. But we did not have the opportunity this time. So I just want to tell you, we got pictures like that taken by some other photographers.